welcome to Driving with a General Contractor. I'm Walter Draper, general contractor and owner of Overall Home. We are celebrating 5 years in business. The things that I've learned in 5 years of business. Number one, things take longer than you think. I started a business and I thought I would be more successful by this point in time. I'm not. I thought that last week's project would take 2 days, but it took 3. It is very hard to gauge the sheer amount of effort and time it takes to do something worth doing. So I always now give a lot of extra. When I'm pricing out a job and thinking about the timelines, I tend to give extra time. And if I don't have extra time, I give extra money because I know I'll have to pay to speed up the process in some form or fashion. Starting a business, I think people are completely unaware of how long it truly takes to build something that can sustain you. I struggled for 3 years to pay for menial things, small stuff like food and housing and stuff. I mean, luckily my wife was working at that time and was able to help support financially as I just continued to fail or not succeed in my financial goals for a very long time. After 5 years of doing this, I'm finally at a place where I feel financially stable. I mean, I'm not super rich or anything. I don't have an absolute ton of money, but I certainly have the freedom to make choices about what I want to do and where I want to go and what's happening. I mean, I still need to keep working. I still need to do estimates. I still need to keep the business functioning. But I'm not absolutely struggling and, freaking out about where I'm going to get my next dollar from. So that's good. But things just take longer than you think they're going to. So number 2 thing that I learned is you have to be willing to change. As a business owner, your goal is to serve your clients and give them value. And if you're going to do that, then you need to be valuable. You need to have a valuable mindset and produce that. And you're competing with a lot of people who are doing the same work, who want to capture the same clients. And you need to do better than they are doing, which means you need to be better than who you are now. And that involves you growing and changing and becoming somebody new. If you already had the life that you wanted, you wouldn't be thinking about starting a business. If you were already the person you needed to be, you'd already have the business. So you've got to be willing to change and change drastically. things you're not going to give up, like that's going to hold you back. So you're going to have to give those things up and really change. When I first started the company, I was smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. I was drinking my money away in the evenings and weekends. I was an alcoholic. And those are things that were blatantly, obviously holding me back. And I had to change, or else I and myself and my business would get stuck. The person that I have become to build the business is something that I'm the most proud of. And I believe that if I didn't take on the journey of entrepreneurship, that I wouldn't have drastically altered myself and improved myself the way that I have. So if you're going to start your own business, you better be ready to change. And I'm telling you, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be so worth it at the end. So worth it. Lesson number 3. This is something that was told to me by Ted Neal, which is a super awesome real estate agent in the city. Married into my family, awesome guy. And he gave me this tidbit advice, which I shall now pass on to you, which is answer your phone and show up on time. Let me repeat it. Answer your phone and show up on time. If you can do those 2 things, you will blow any other contractor out of the water. Not any other, but you will be in the top 5%. I'm telling you, it's so ridiculous how hard some clients have to do, like how much they have to try to find a contractor. So Ted told me, answer your phone, show up on time. Pretty straightforward, but that's another thing that I had to change about myself, right? I may have taken a couple days to get to a text, may have shown up 5 minutes late for something. Like if you can't do these basic things, you're not gonna do well. So answer your phone, show up on time. Super straightforward. I watch a lot of millionaires or inspirational people and on YouTube and stuff, and they talk about having a calendar or not answering their phone all the time and all these things, outsourcing. You know what, when you get there, you can outsource it. But if you're in a situation like I'm in, where you're going from 0 to getting your life in order, then you need to answer your phone. You need to be responding to the world and talking back with it. And then when it gets to be too much, then you can outsource it. That's a great idea. But for people like us right now, answer your phone, show up on time. Lesson number 4, big thing. This is certainly something I'm still working on. It's not what you do, it's what you don't do. Let me explain. You only have so much time in a day, and a lot of that time is wasted on things that you're doing that are not serving your goals and yourself and the things that you want to do and where you want to get to. I'm certainly still struggling with it because there's certain stuff that I do that I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be wasting my time doing that, or I might get catch myself scrolling or something. But if you can eliminate the things that don't serve you, like when I was talking about smoking, drinking, I used to play a lot of video games. I don't play video games anymore at all because I just don't have the time. That time is better served doing something else that gets me towards my goals. I don't want to spend my life just being good at video games because it's useless. It doesn't help me. When you cut things out, you allow space for the things that are important. If you cut things out, you will allow space for the things that are important. If you don't spend 3 hours a day playing video games, that 3 hours a day can be spent developing skills, creating content, calling clients. Eliminating stuff really helps. And I think that's where you get the highest and fastest yield in your personal growth. So I would highly recommend focusing in on the thing that you know you shouldn't be doing. The thing you know is not getting you to where you need to get to. And push through that, cut it out, and fill it in with good stuff. With things that get you to where you need to go. So it's not what you do, it's what you don't do. Maybe it could be a little more elegant, but I'll work on that one. Fifth tip, just start. Just start doing the thing. Whatever the thing is, start doing it. You're gonna suck at the thing, whatever the thing is, and you need to do it to not suck at it. I spend a chunk of my life trying to perfect stuff and not doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing because I wanted to make sure it was perfect before I did it. That's a great way to never get good at the thing. So I recommend dive in, jump in. If you want to make videos and content, make videos and content. Because you're going to suck at it. So you might as well get the suck out of the way, you know? I started a business and guess what? I sucked at it. And I got that out of the way. And now I would say I'm pretty good at running a business. I'm not great, but I don't suck anymore. I'm mediocre, right? And I got there by pushing through the tough times, pushing through the embarrassment, pushing through the rejection. So just start and stick with it. Stick with it for a period of time. Now I'm creating videos and putting them online and I suck at it. But I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at talking to the camera. Get better at not saying so many ums. As I say one. The improvement is done through the doing, not through the thinking. Yes, you need to think things out and make a plan, but once the plan comes around, you gotta start doing the plan. Start the thing. I have a lot of faith in you, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can do it. Don't let yourself stop you, because I'm not sitting in this car hoping that some guy somewhere else isn't completing the thing that he needs to complete. You go out there and you get it. You get it. I ain't here to stop you. So, number 5, just start. 6th tip, commit, check in. Commit, check in. Commit to some goals, commit to a thing, and continuously check in on that thing. You're setting a goal of where you want to go, and you check the compass to make sure you're going the right way. I committed and said, I'm going to run a business in the residential contracting space for 10 years. I said, that's what I'm going to do. When I first started, I said, I'm going to run a handyman company and fix people's stuff. It's developed more into, I'm going to run a residential construction company that helps people fix stuff. I've changed the wording a little bit, but the goal is overall the same. The direction in which I'm heading is the same. And that's what I've committed to, and I need to constantly check in on myself to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. To cut out the distractions, a lot of don'ts, don't do that, and stay focused on the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, which is accomplishing the goal. The goal is build a business that is sustainable, that can help support my family and myself. And then after that 10 years, then I can reevaluate. That's when I've set a checkpoint for myself to say, what do I want to do afterwards? But I'm committed, which means I'm halfway there. I have another 5 years to go. I'm halfway there. It's because it's not necessarily getting to a certain dollar value and saying, it's more, I'm going to work for 10 years. How far can I get in that 10 years? How much can I succeed in that 10 years? And if the first 5 are any indication, in 5 years, I'm going to be completely different. I'm going to have a whole new set of skills. I'm going to have cut out more things in my life that do not serve me. Break more bad habits. Continue to grow and accelerate myself into a person who can support others, support his family, support his community, and not a selfish guy who only cares about himself. Alex Hormozi says the work works on you more than you work on it, and that is an amazing quote. It's so perfect, because the business in which I work on is important to me, and it's the thing that I'm working on, but it's really changing me so much, which is amazing. It's amazing to see the growth of myself and the business. So commit and check in. Like, commit to the goal and check to make sure you're doing the right thing. It's very easy in today's society to get distracted, to feel that the next best thing, there's greener grass, there's something else to be done. But if you can focus down and focus in on the thing, one thing, for an extended period of time, it makes decision making super easy, because you just check the goal, check the compass, go the direction you need to go. So commit and check in. So my last tip, number 7, is be grateful. Be grateful. So much easier said than done, for sure. I was gonna maybe call this last one like live your life, you know, or you know, take a pause in the goal and the pursuit of the thing that you're going for. It's kind of easy to lose sight of the present because you're focused on the future and building and forecasting and foreseeing things. So the present moment, you need to soak that in sometimes. You need to soak in that moment and be in it, so you don't miss your life. And I think the best way to do that I have found is to list off things that you're grateful for. Say, you know, I'm grateful that I have a family at home who loves me and is excited for when I get home. I'm grateful I live in a country where I'm free to follow my dreams and aspirations. I'm thankful that I live in a community of people who have supported me, continue to support me, and want the best for me. I'm grateful that I have my health. I'm grateful for all the opportunities granted to me. If you can practice this stuff, this listing of gratefulness, you know, it seems like a lot of people call it a lot of different things. You know, gratitudes, you know, Buddhist meditation. You could do it through prayer. However you get there, that's fine, but you need to have that. You need to have that moment in which you check in. You're thankful for the life that you have and the things that you have, and you use that as a catalyst to keep going and you use that as a catalyst to keep going and a way to keep in touch with the life that you're living. You need to grind, and you need to work hard, and you need to do all those things. Sometimes take a breath. Breathe it in. You're a person, you're alive. You better be checking in to know that you're enjoying it. And there's a lot of things to be grateful for, and no matter what situation you're in. Without that optimism and without that hope, it's gonna be too tough, too hard. So practice gratitude. For with that, you can live a pretty amazing life. So ending on gratitudes. Thank you very much to everybody who watched this video. Thank you to all my amazing clients who have helped me get here over 5 years. Thank you to all the amazing opportunities I've had. Thank you for my community that props me up and keeps me going. And thank you for my family, which, you know, without them, my purpose in life would be very confusing. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been an awesome 5 years. I'm looking forward to the next 5, and we're gonna rock it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen, and it's gonna be awesome. So sending love through the internet airwaves.